Hello everyone. Let us discuss about research ethics today. What do you mean by research ethics? People have been doing research for as long as anyone can remember. Every year, there is countless number of publications carried on within India in the form of books, journals, etc. There is also massive increase in the number of journals coming out every year. But how many of these actually are following and maintaining the ethical guidelines is a relevant question which needs to be thought over and over again by the research fraternity in any institution or university. Therefore, research ethics are needed to make sure that the benefit of what we learn is always greater than the cost of the people or society involved. Today, let us discuss the details about the concept, the objectives, and the principles of research ethics. Research ethics are moral principles that guide the researchers to conduct and report research without intentionally or accidentally harming the participants of the study. Practicing ethical guidelines while conducting and reporting research is needed to establish the validity of your research. This will ensure that your research is authentic and error free and you gain credibility and support from the public. Now let us look into the concept of ethics in research. Facer and Dowden define the field of ethics as the moral philosophy which involves systematizing, defending, and recommending concepts of right and wrong behavior. In India, it may be just few years back, the question of ethics in education research has been taken seriously. But since 1979, several well known international organizations have had clear and well organized ethical rules. Some of the most prominent ones are American Educational Research Association, founded in 1992, British Educational Research Association in 1993, and Scottish Education Research Association, founded in 2000. These organizations provide basic rules to help researchers and scholars follow ethical standards, ensuring their work is done safely and doesn't hurt anyone. Now let us look into the need for ethics in educational research. The world of scientific research relies entirely on trust. Scientists trust that the results reported by others are valid. Society trusts that scientists are doing their best to tell the truth without twisting the facts. But this trust lasts only if the scientists stay dedicated to being honest and passing their values on to the next generation. Therefore, ethical norms guide the researchers to account for responsibility towards participants, responsibility towards users, responsibility towards the area of study, and responsibility towards the research community. There are many ethical issues to be taken into serious consideration for research. Researchers need to be aware of having the responsibility to secure the actual permission and interest of all those involved in the study. They should not misuse any of the information discovered, and there should be a certain moral responsibility maintained towards the participants. There is a duty to protect the rights of people in the study as well as their privacy and sensitivity. The confidentiality of those involved in the observation must be carried out, keeping their anonymity and privacy secure. Now, going into the objectives of research ethics, the first and the broadest objective is to protect human participants. The second objective is to ensure that research is conducted in a way that serves interest of individuals, groups, and society. Finally, The third objective is to examine specific research activities and projects for their ethical soundness, looking at issues such as management of risk, protection of confidentiality, and the process of informed consent. Now, the principles of research ethics. With an up to date knowledge, the researchers should develop a way with the basic ethical principles, ensuring the safety and security of the participants of the study. First principle is honesty. Always be honest when sharing your scientific work. Honesty Honestly, you should report data, results, methods, procedures, and publication status. Do not fabricate, falsify, or misrepresent data. Do not deceive colleagues, research sponsors, or the public. The second principle is objectivity. Try your best to be fair and neutral in every part of your work, such as experimental design, data analysis, data interpretation, peer review, personal decisions, grant writing, expert testimony, and other aspects of research. Third is integrity. Do what you say you will do. Be genuine and make sure your actions match your beliefs. And the fourth is carefulness. Avoid careless errors and negligence. Carefully and critically examine your own work and the work of your peers. Keep good record of your research activities such as data collection, research design, and correspondence with agencies or journals. And the fifth one is openness. Share data, results, ideas, tools, and resources. Be open to criticism and new ideas. And the sixth is transparency. Disclose methods, materials, assumptions, analysis, and other information needed to evaluate your research. And the seventh is accountability. Take responsibility for your part in research and be prepared to give an explanation or justification of what you did on a research project and why. And the eighth one is intellectual property. Honor patents, copyrights, and other forms of intellectual property. Do not use unpublished data, methods, or results without permission. Give proper acknowledgement or credit for all contributions to research and never plagiarize. And the ninth one is confidentiality. Protect confidential communications such as papers or grants submitted for publication, personal records, trade or military secrets, and patient records. And the tenth one is responsible publication. Publish in order to advance research and scholarship, not to advance your own career. Avoid wasteful and duplicative publication. And the 11th one is responsible mentoring. Help to educate, mentor, and advise students, promote their welfare, and allow them to make their own decisions. Respect for colleagues. Respect your colleagues and treat them fairly. And next is social responsibility. Try to help society and reduce harm by using your research, teaching the public, and speaking up for what is right. 14th is non-discrimination. Don't treat colleagues or students unfairly because of their gender, race, or background. Only judge them on their work and their character. And the 15th is competence. Maintain and improve your own professional competence and expertise through lifelong education and learning. Take steps to promote competence in science. And next is legality. Know and obey relevant laws and also institutional and government policies. And the 17th, animal care. Show proper respect and care for animals when using them in research. Do not conduct unnecessary or poorly designed animal experiments. And the last is human subjects protection. When studying people, keep them safe and lower any risks while doing as much good as possible. Respect their choices and privacy and take extra care of those who are easily hurt and make sure the results help everyone fairly. To conclude, the core message is that science isn't just about data and experiments. It is a human activity built on foundation of trust. For that trust to exist, researchers must follow a specific set of moral rules of the road. By following these ethical guidelines, researchers ensure that their work helps people rather than hurting them. Thank you.